All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, this is another strong one reaching us. Yoruba Nation are going back. Exactly what it is, exactly what the people are still talking about. Well, onto this one, the Ominira group. Well, when we talk about the Ominira group, we are talking about the group organized and founded by Mrs. Modupe Onitiri, because that earlier been made clear that as far as this movement is concerned, the Yoruba Nation movement is concerned, Mrs. Modupe Onitiri is not known. In fact, she's not part of the movement. That's exactly what the people have actually talked about. Well, onto what happened at the Ibadan radio station, where some fake agitators invaded the radio station, tried to hijack the radio station, which has caused a lot of chaos on social media. Well, Professor Akintoye came out and he fumes over that, and then he had to make them understand that this set of people are not part of the Yoruba Nation group, and then the leader of the group that sent these people is a lady, and then everybody knows her name is Mrs. Modupe Onitiri. That is not the plan of the Yoruba Nation movement. A lot of things were actually said, and right now a lot of people do have actually reacted in different ways. Well, onto this one, the Ominira group had now come out to reply Professor Akintoye on this one. A lot of things were said. I'll be reading them out onto this one. My brother, my sister, this is another strong one that is reaching us. This set of people have made it clear that yes, we know that Mrs. Modupe Onitiri had done wrong, but to an extent they were of the opinion that Mrs. Modupe Onitiri at least move a step to let us understand what is obtainable. But Baba, what have you done about this? And a lot of them have said a lot of things. Well, according to what is gathered here, somebody, namely Ogunniyi Abiodun Aziz, he says Baba debunker, ẹrú olóṣèlú ajá Tinubu ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ, àwa mọ̀ pé ó ti di dandan kí ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ owó tí ẹ gbà, nítorí tí ẹ bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyọnu ni fún yín. Now my question for you, sir, you said that it's not how the Yoruba nation or how a nation is being taken, that the way Mrs. Modupe Onitiri is going about actualizing a nation, that's not the way they actualize a nation. All right, and he continued by saying that, hey Jowo, can you tell us which nation or the name of that nation that your forefathers have ever took, that make you know how them they take a nation? Ẹ sọ pé a máa gba orílẹ̀-èdè wa láìpẹ́ yìí. What step are you taking that guarantees you of this? Ó ṣàyẹ kẹ́ lè fún wa ní update. Let us accept that Onitiri has not done well with the step she took. Then what is the next step to take? Baba debunker, you should tell us the next step now, so as you cannot answer this question, shut up for life and then don't say anything about Yoruba Nation again. Well, a lot of things had actually been said. Well, this had been said by Ogunniyi Abiodun Aziz. Well, that's what his opinion is all about on this one. Well, he has made it clear that since Professor Akintoye is telling the Yoruba people that Mrs. Modupe Onitiri has not done well, then he should let us know his own step, the step that he will be taking. Well, and then right now he continued by saying that for those of you that are hailing them and then say well done sir, kò jọ wá lójú o, ajá dúdú àti màálù dúdú ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí tiyín, nítorí pé I wonder how I will be following person and then cannot ask him a question. No update on ibi tí ẹ bá iṣẹ́ dé, and then no new things come out from him except to debunk other people's work, and then I'm still be following that person. I don't know why you people are like this. So okay, well, I think no, he had not just made himself clear onto this one, and then a lot of people though have actually reacted onto this question that he has asked Professor Banji Akintoye. Well, no, I think in a nutshell, I just have to chip in on this one. Well, it might be of a state of an opinion of Professor Banji Akintoye that the Yoruba Nation movement needs to use wisdom to get it actualized, which is not a bad thinking, because in the first place, for the people that are saying that are praising Mrs. Modupe Onitiri, there is no way a reasonable person will come out to say, oh, we want to take over the land by force. In the first place, I will say, where is Mrs. Modupe Onitiri? Because to me, if anybody wants to come out to say, oh, we are causing trouble, we are going to take it by force, I think the person should lead. Not that you will be somewhere very far and they'll be sending people, will sending innocent souls to go and die. No. If you actually, if Mrs. Modupe Onitiri is actually real and she's serious about the movement, I think she should lead the movement. Then the people will understand that, oh, she is actually serious about what she's saying. For now, anyone that talks against Professor Banji Akintoye, I think that person is sick. Yes, the person is sick in the sense that you cannot conclude on Professor Banji Akintoye simply because the person you are actually supporting that is sending you people to go and die, the person is nowhere to be found. So right now, I think there is no proper judgment coming from that statement that I just read right now. If we want to reason this, like people who are sensible, I think Professor Banji Akintoye is on the right path. Yes, I so much support Professor Banji Akintoye, Chief Sunday Igboho, on the path they are taking. Right now, you are saying, oh, they should have taken their own path, meaning Mrs. Modupe Onitiri, who you are supporting, are done well, which is very wrong, in the sense that if everybody wants to be wicked like Mrs. Modupe Onitiri, that means a lot of people would have died. Okay, let's say for instance, look at the people that were killed in Chief Sunday Igboho's house. Up till now, are you still hearing about them? No. The last person that I could even remember vividly, Kokoro, one of the warriors, to the extent this young man was beheaded. Can you still hear of that guy? No. And then the Yoruba Nation still got actualized? No. So that is why if Professor Banji Akintoye is talking about let us use wisdom, I think it's acceptable. Or else a lot of people will die, just like that. The life of people will just waste. At the end of it all, you will not still achieve this. Anybody who is saying, oh, go and occupy, go and do this, yeah, so even when the incumbent leaders, the governors are there, you said they should go and occupy the seat, then that kind of person, you should run away from that kind of person. In the first place, the person is not around. Secondly, there is no way you can even reach that person. And then what now gave you the assurance that that person is not even working for politicians? What gave you the assurance that that person does not want to bring down the movement finally, like totally? That's where the problem is. If maybe the person, the leader you are talking about is around, is available, everybody can reach him or her, they can report any case, the person can actually stand out with her own full security. Look at the boys that she brought out after she said people should donate $1 million for security outfit. So just these small boys that are looking for money to eat, were they the boys that she was actually telling us about? Too bad, my brother, my sister. I think we need to open our eyes. Yes, for anybody saying Professor Banji Akintoye, Chief Sunday Igboho have not done well, I think that person does not know what he or she is saying. If that person is still supporting Mrs. Modupe Onitiri, because with what is going on right now, with what we have seen, my brother, my sister, it has shown that Mrs. Modupe Onitiri is looking for a way to put the real Yoruba nation agitators into trouble. She's looking for a way to tarnish the image of Chief Sunday Igboho and Professor Banji Akintoye. She's looking for a way that the federal government will now tag the Yoruba Nation movement terrorists, so that they will not be able to move again, they will not be able to perform, they will not be able to do what is obtainable anymore, so that they will be banned, and this will never work out, no matter what. Because the truth of the matter is, some set of people are actually following Mrs. Modupe Onitiri. We know that we have some of them following Mrs. Modupe Onitiri simply because of what, maybe they've been paid. We have some people that are actually working for politicians amongst them. Yes. So those kind of people, we know them. And then we still have the ones that are just stupid. They are stupid. They are just following. They do not want to understand the truth. And then I believe majority of these people that are even talking, they are not in the country, they are not in Nigeria. So they believe, they can push anybody to go and do that by just mere talking. That is why we need wisdom. If you say, okay, you want to go there, okay, how many weapons do you have? Do you want to make it a kind of coup by taking it by force? That means you do not love the Yoruba people you are actually talking about, because definitely a lot of innocent souls will just die. They will return to a thing of war, and exactly what it is. Fine, he made mention of something that the way they are killing the people, the Yoruba people, is it a good thing? Fine, nobody is saying it's a good thing, but if you say you should go in the other route, at least you are talking about few people being killed. Now, you now turn to a kind of mass burial. Is that what is better? So I think in anything we do right now, we should use wisdom. Professor Banji Akintoye, Chief Sunday Igboho, they are the real agitator till tomorrow, either anybody likes it or not. And in no time, things will work out for good. If these people are actually enjoying the payment, or just as they have said that politicians have paid them, if they're actually enjoying it, they will not leave their own country and be suffering in another man's country. So from there, you should understand that this set of people know the right thing to do, and the Baba God will help them to get Yoruba nation achieved in no time. Well, my brother, my sister, this is exactly what it is. Onto this one, what more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this one, my people, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are just joining us on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.